We are,
Oh
in fact,
no,
exactly right here. I don't.
we are exactly right here, surrounded by pillars. A couple. Oh, look at all these Pokemon! Look at all these Pokemon that we are so attached to and remember.
You
Look at all these. We had plans for these
we
guys.
had
I think
things.
Marowak was going to be like a Stolly one hit KO Pokemon or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and then Pidgeot was just like winning at life, and then
Pidgeot's goated. Pidgeot's the goat.
yeah, and then Lapras was the other one. We don't
Yeah,
really
we
use the others.
we
Right.
yeah we were like EXP training or like switch training Lapras, I think.
Yeah, for a really long time. I think now we're just
Oh, but yeah, Lapras is up there. Who's
Lapras
the
is-
weak link? Carrot?
Carrot?
No, it's Snorlax.
oh well, we're not really using Snorlax, right?
Is that what we agreed to? I remember that you really wanted Snorlax.
I wanted the Snorlax. Did I want to use the Snor? I was worried about experience. That we would run out of ways to give things experience. Because everything's
Yes,
only like
which is-
level 40 something, and we have 7 badges. And that's not good.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything. I think on average, going into the Elite Four in these games, my Pokemon were roughly level. Like I want to say like 36, dude. Like 36 to 40, like
They didn't
leveling up to
just
40 on
evolve.
Victory Road.
Oh god, did they just
It's where.
evolve?
What was it?
They just evolved?
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get to Victory Road and you're like, oh, the game's kind of starting to feel challenging right now. It's like, wait a minute.
It's like, hold on. Hold on.
Like,
the Elite Four is like level 60, so you're like, oh god.
yeah, it's fine.
Hmm.
Well, there's only there's all of 2 Pokemon in the Elite Four, I think, that are level 60s, right? And it's the Dragonites.
I think it's Alakazam and Blue's starter. And then I think
Okay,
the
that checks
dragon.
out.
I think the Dragonites
not-
are level like 59. Like it's
Yeah, well,
close.
there's 2 of them, right? Like, yeah, one's level 56, right, and like the other's level 59 or something like that.
It's 2 Dragonites and a Dragon. Or sorry, it's 2 Dragonairs and a Dragonite, and then a Gyarados and an Aerodactyl. I don't remember what their levels are,
Okay.
but we're. Oh my god, I'm just looking at our team for that, and I'm like, man, Lapras is gonna carry
Just
us.
don't think about it. There's a Paris in there. Our little
There's a
HM slave Paris.
What does it
Paris
even
was already.
use? It just knows cut.
Yeah,
That's all.
it's fine. Everything's fine.
God.
Everything's fine.
All right.
But we're gonna have to teach it like Rock Smash and Strength and all that at some point. Or
Well, who knows strength?
someone else. Yeah, someone else has to know Strength.
Someone must know strength.
Is it Carrot? No,
might-
it's gotta be. No, it's Marowak. The Doy.
It's got to be Marowak, yeah.
It's
sounds right.
gotta be Marowak. And Carrot's just a stall wall.
Yeah. Yep. Pidgeot knows fly. Lapras knows surf. Yeah. Okay. We got all the things that we need because Rock Smash isn't a thing yet.
Yeah,
Cut
and there's
is.
no waterfall in this game, right?
There's no
Yeah.
waterfall. Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
good. Flash, you don't
Are
really
we-
need.
Are we gonna start this episode by you and I just being really confused? Like, are we gonna like come in? Are we gonna hard open, or are you gonna do your intro?
I was gonna do my intro at some point, but I'm not against that being like, wait, what is
Just
everyone
being really
doing?
confused.
All right, well, hello and welcome back to Seropie'sShelf. I'm your host,
Hi.
Seropie, and joining me today again is Starlord. Say hello, Starlord.
Hello, Star Lord. Look at us! Look at us! We're here!
We're here.
We're back!
We're back. We did.
We are so back.
We did it. This will probably be the last recording session, if I had to guess, just because of where we are. Though we have so many trainers. I think I was here
It's
because
fine.
you said we have to beat every trainer, right?
Okay, listen. I encouraged a certain play style that I thought would be, I don't know, a more complete way of playing this game, and now we're here. Oh, you know how I thought that it wasn't going to be choppy? It's choppy.
Oh,
But
no.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm used to no game audio. I play the game soundtrack in my head, and oh wait, I don't know. Sometimes you're choppy, sometimes you're not.
You know,
I'm coming
it's
from a
choppy for
different
me.
place.
You're coming from a different place. I have a brand new computer. You have
Yeah,
like there are a lot of things that have changed since the last time we recorded this.
yeah. I'm coming in through a wired headset into a laptop being powered by a phone hotspot. But you know what? I'm here and we're doing it.
We're
We
here.
are doing this thing.
Doing it. You know
Good
what I'm
God.
realizing is we have
What's that?
Razor Leaf, and Vine Whip on Carrot. We don't need
Yes,
both
we do.
of those.
No, we do not. Well, were we planning on teaching Earthquake to Carrot, or were we saving that for Marowak, or
Does Carrot learn Earthquake?
I mean, traditionally,
I don't know anything about Gen 1 movesets. I just know that they're ridiculous.
we were so locked in. What happened?
My computer exploded.
Well, yeah, your computer exploded, and then I moved, and it's been, how long has it been? It's been months.
It's been months. I think the last time we did this was March, maybe?
Don't say that to me.
Was it March?
I think you might be right.
So I've definitely been trying. I've been like bothering you about it for at least 2 months, and like
Yeah.
it's been, and like I spent a month getting my computer fixed, also. So like that. Do I want a Pokemon?
Collectively together, we're like almost a real like content creator.
We're like so far off from real content.
No, fine. I'm on one of my favorite websites, #Pokemon Database. Shout out every time in the chat. And yeah, no Earthquake. No Earthquake for Carrot.
All right, so what moves could Carrot learn that we should teach him?
Coming up by level up, we're at 42 right now. Its next potential move is Growth at 43. It can learn Sleep Powder at 55, and then Solar Beam at 65.
Growth is actually kind of insane.
Growth is a good move, but it's in Gen 1, yeah, it just raises overall attack, right? Because there's no split.
Is it just, it's just special, right? It just raises special?
I would assume so.
So that's...
During Harsh Sunlight, it raises each stat by 2 stages. I'm assuming that doesn't exist in Gen 1.
Oh my god. Wait, that's...
I'm
strong.
assuming. In Generations 1 through 5, Growth has 40 PP.
Well, Sunlight doesn't exist.
In Generations 1 through 4, Growth only increases special attack, and Harsh Sunlight does not affect it. In Generation 1, it increases the special stat, which in those games encompasses special attack and special defense. Oh wow, so it's an attack and defense boost.
Yeah, Growth is also like, you're familiar with the badge boost glitch, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've talked about the badge.
Yeah. I'm teaching it Growth over Vine Whip right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That checks out. But it doesn't currently. We need a Sunny Day setup.
Weather doesn't exist in Gen 1.
Oh right, the door. That's right. It doesn't. I just got done reading that. Never mind.
Because we were gonna make this like a solar beam. Like we were gonna have. I think we had plans to have like an Arcanine that was going to be like setting up Sunny Day, and then Carrot would like come in with Solar Beam and absolutely just mow everything over. But Arcanine turns out is real bad in Generation 1, and
we had so many ambitions, but as it turns out, Gen 1 Pokemon is actually just the worst.
It actually is such a different game. It's such a different game from like all of the rest of them. Carrot is like,
it's. What was that?
Carrot is multiple levels under leveled right now.
But it's fine because the starter Pokemon are one of those mons that's in the they gain experience faster. It's in that classification of Pokemon. I forget what the heck they call those.
Aren't they medium slow for the starters?
Yeah, I thought that they were just in a faster level up group, but I could be wrong. Maybe it is just medium. Maybe it's just standard.
I think they're medium slow, but they all have different rates. If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
there's like a graph that shows them. There's like the erratic level up
we
group.
talked about this a few episodes ago, right? Because we were talking about how like the game at some point one of these games has some degree of dialogue, or maybe it's just in like the insert booklet, like when you used to buy these games in real life, where it would tell you like, hey, pick this type if you want to have an easy playthrough. Pick this type if you want to do like an average playthrough.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And
maybe
we were saying like that it's like not even close to correct.
yeah, it's just not even remotely. Yeah, because objectively, you pick Bulbasaur every time, right?
Bulbasaur is the strongest one. Yes.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like it's true that against Brock, like Charmander is the worst and Bulbasaur is the best, and like that's also true against Misty, but
you encounter very few true weaknesses. If you were to do like a Bulbasaur line only run, your only true weaknesses are what you have Koga and Blaine, right?
Yeah, I guess there isn't a flying type leader because Faulkner is in Johto. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, those are just gym leaders, and obviously Venusaur has a very lacking move pool in this generation, but so do all of the Pokemon. So
right, like the only thing that doesn't have a lacking move pool is like Mewtwo. So
yeah, well, and even Mewtwo is not that good.
Mewtwo is still the best Pokemon by far, but
yeah, just by sheer stats alone, it outclasses everything, especially in this gen.
Yeah. Plus, it's Psychic type.
Yeah, and it's just the most overpowered typing ever.
Yeah, Psychic type in Kanto is just somehow just a mistake, which like, and I'm sure that we've spoken about.
There's not that many, right? Yeah, there's not that many Psychic type Pokemon, right? There's Mr. Mime.
Drowsy.
Is Jinx a Psychic type Pokemon in this gen?
Jinx is a Psychic type. It's Ice Psychic, which is actually really strong.
It is a dual type?
Yeah. But it's Ice Psychic, and then I think that's it. It's just like the Drowsy line, Mr. Mime, Jinx, and Mewtwo. Right? No, obviously that's the Abra line.
Slowpoke and Slowbro, the Abra line, Starmie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Starmie. I think it's just Slowbro. I don't think it's Slowpoke. Is Slowpoke?
I'm just looking at a generic. Oh yeah, this list is incorrect. Hold on, give me a moment. Psychic type Pokemon.
There may be more than I was thinking.
Yeah, I need to go back to what is my Seropie? Thank you.
Yay.
Seropie
is best.
Gen 1 Dex Psychic Pokemon. Okay, so we have Abracadabra, Alakazam, Slowpoke and Slowbro are both Water Psychic.
Okay.
Drowsy, Hypno, Execute, and Executor are both Psychic Grass in this game. Starmie, Mr. Mime, Jinx, Mewtwo, and Mew. So I mean, it is very limited, and frankly, most of these Pokemon are kind of garbage.
But they're not
Hypno
just because they're Psychic.
True, right, exactly. I mean, Hypno can actually be a problem if it's like set up right.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Mime also like it's usually compared to like Kadabra and Alakazam, but like Mr. Mime is still really strong.
Like, Mr. Mime is everything that is what Mr. Mime was Wobbuffet before Wobbuffet came about. Like that's I think that was the idea, and then they like finalized it with a Wobbuffet type Pokemon.
Yeah. Yep, I think you're right. Which Wobbuffet was Gen 2, right?
I mean, oh god, I think why not is a Gen 3 Pokemon.
Why not you get the egg for in Gen 3 and not in Gen 2?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think why not and Wobbuffet are Gen 2? It's like it's one of the it's like Skarmory and Slugma, where like you think that it is from Gen 3, but it's not, it's Gen 2.
Wobbuffet is Gen 2. Yeah, Wow. Gen 2 adds, this is cool. I'm on Cerebi and it's updating the sprites as I cycle through generations, which is fantastic. Shout out Cerebi. Gen 2 adds Natu, Xatu, Espeon, Slowking, Unknown, Wobbuffet, Girafarig, Smoochum, a Pokemon that everyone forgets, Lugia, and Celebi. And then Gen 3 keeps popping off.
Yeah, but Gen 2 isn't... Psychic isn't quite as overpowered because of the introduction of Dark, and also the fixing of Ghost type.
Yeah, there aren't that many Dark-type Pokemon in Gen... No. Wow, there's 6.
There really aren't very many.
You get brownie points if you can name all 6 Dark-type Pokemon in Gen 2.
Alright, Houndour, Houndoom, Murkrow.
Nice. Yep.
And then... Sneasel.
Yes. 2 more.
Umbreon.
Nice.
1 more.
The last one's kind of tricky.
Ooh.
Let me know if you want a hint.
Ooh. Yeah, because Weavile doesn't exist until Gen 4.
Yeah.
I think Carrot has run out of power points. That's exciting.
Classic Carrot.
Okay, yeah, I need a hint.
Pseudo.
Oh, Tyranitar. Okay.
Nice.
It
Nice.
is
Good pull. You got there.
I forget about Tyranitar. Is unfortunately very forgettable.
Everyone forgets about Tyranitar, and it's such a cool Pokemon. It had action in the Celebi movie. What was that? Pokemon Forever.
Yep.
And it looked so cool in that, and it has a great stat setup. It's got cool moves. It's just, unfortunately, it just has so many type weaknesses, and it's unfortunately, it falls into that category that a lot of pseudos do, where like you can find the base form or stage 1 like super late in the game, and then it's like, I'm not gonna level up this Larvitar because like the second stage isn't even like worth your time. You get to Pupitar and you're like, oh, this is just awful. Like no one wants to do this.
Yeah.
What was the other Gen 2 pseudo?
Is there another one?
I think so.
I thought there was only that one. Yeah, no, it's annoying because all of the pseudos are meant to be difficult. Like that's their whole point. But like Gen 3 had Metagross, which you don't even get until you beat the league, and then Bagon, which like you're not gonna, or
Salamence is a really cool Pokemon, and I'm glad that that studio came back and gave him some love with the older and future versions of it in Gen 9, because that Pokemon needed like an update. It also got a Mega Evolution. Like you can tell that like Pokemon Studios like actually has some love for Salamence.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't think I've ever had one in any single one of my Gen 3 playthroughs.
No, because you get it only after you get Waterfall. Like the only way to get it is after you've beaten the 7th gym. And at that point, it's not good. It's like level 20, and it's like, why am I going to train this level 20 thing up to like level 50 so that it can fight in the league? You know, I'm pretty sure that was the last trainer that was here. I'm just gonna fly to the other side of the Snorlax and just make sure that was in fact the last trainer.
Hey, listen. If I know we accidentally got a lot of Pokemon in our party. I don't even remember why we have the Snorlax. Is it just for Rock Smash, or is it?
Don't even have Rock Smash in this generation. It's literally just, I think it's just there.
You're right. Like why you really wanted it? I remember.
Really wanted it. I don't remember.
And now I'm like, why?
I think it's just there as like this is a pivot Pokemon. Like that's all we're basically gonna use it. That maybe it's level 30. Like it's not impossible that it gets some value somewhere, but it's mostly just a pivot Pokemon, I think. Oh, there's nothing here.
Good God. Wow, so Gen 2 really... When did they start doing the 2 pseudos per gen?
I guess it was Gen 3. Because I think no other generation, at least until I stopped playing every single game, did
Well, wait,
two pseudos.
the Gen
pretty good.
4 Gen 4 has
Garchomp.
the land shark. Yes, thank you. Is it just Garchomp?
Just Garchomp.
But Gen 4 has what I was about to say about Gen 2. Like Gen 2 has a lot of legendary Pokemon.
Yes.
It has it has the dogs, it has the birds, and then you've also got Celebi and it just I think that's it.
Nope, Jirachi is Gen 3.
Yeah, by the skin of its teeth.
Yeah.
But then Gen 5 comes back where you have wasn't Gudra and Hydreigon the same generation?
Nope. Gudra was Gen 6.
Wow, you're right.
Yeah, because Hydreigon, I remember being very annoying because, like, because, like, A, you get Sphilius really, really late, but B, like, it's just, it takes, even though you get it so late, it still requires, like, another 20 levels to evolve. Because it evolves at something ridiculous, like level 67 or something like that. Like, it's not 65. That would be way too easy.
No, it's absurd. You're gonna hate the audio spike, and when you go to upload this, as those sirens go past you.
Oh, you can hear those.
Make a note somewhere. Yep, you're like crap. You know, get rid of that. Oh my god. Yeah, well, that is weird. Well, I guess Gen 4, Gen 5 started really highlighting the classification of Pokemon as mythical, and then you also just had random one-offs, things like Rotoms, which aren't legendary, aren't mythical, but you can only get one of.
I feel like Rotom was supposed to be a mythical, and then they were like, what if it were just everywhere?
I think so too, because we ended up getting a tiny little electric mythical at some point, didn't we? What was it?
Oh, I don't remember. Tiny little electric mythical. I don't recall.
Well, and then the Pokemon games just started like recycling things. Like, you know, we got like new Reggies out of nowhere.
Well, that was
Victini is what I'm thinking of.
Victini is fire psychic, right?
You're right. Wow, I don't know why I was thinking Victini is an electric type. What in the heck is a Hoopa?
Hoopa is a psychic type in Gen 6, and I remember it being it has two forms. I don't remember why it has two forms, but it's really cool. Was it Gen 6? Was it Gen 7?
Hoopa.
It might have been Gen 7. I think it was Gen 6. Because there was something in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which were very good games.
X, yeah, well, it says X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
Okay, yeah, Gen 6.
Yeah, they're one-offs. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's something in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where, like, you can find legends from other games, but, like, you have to, or, like, Pokemon that are otherwise unavailable in the game, but you have to go through, like, Hoopa Hoops that are, like, in the sky while you're flying on Latios or Latias.
Yes. I've heard about this. I have a friend who loves those games, the bits and pieces. They still have their 3DS, and they talk about going around and doing stuff like that. I've brought up the game Pokemon TCG Pocket, I think, to you before, both in person and on this channel.
Yeah.
Their most recent set of packs includes the classification of Ultra Beasts, which is something I know very little about. But it's making me intrigued because I've written off Gen 5, Gen 6, and what was 7? Was that just Black and White too?
No, Gen 5 was Black and White, Gen 6 was X and Y, Gen 7 was Sun and Moon.
That's right. I always forget that Sun and Moon exists. Yeah. I don't know where the Ultra Beast came in, somewhere in 5 through 7.
7.
Because in 7, I refamiliarized myself with these games for Sword and Shield to some extent. And then, you have Legends Arceus and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Like, those games are all really cool for, their own reasons. But these Ultra Beasts, I don't know anything about them. Do you?
They were in Gen 7. I played through Moon. I played most of the way through Moon, and then I
good
stopped
for you.
some reason. I think I stopped because I took a break for college for a little while, and then I came back to it, and I was like, I have no idea what's happening in this game, or where I'm supposed to go. I don't know what's happening, and I was really obsessed with Salazzle. Was one of the Pokemon that I was like, it's a fire poison type. It's really, really cool. And then I found out that you could only catch the females because those were the only ones that would evolve from Salandit into Salazzle, and it was just anyway. That was definitely my favorite Pokemon from that generation. But I think I got the Salazzle, and then I was like, I'm done.
I'm over it.
Can't do this. But I also had no idea of figuring out how far into the game I was, because it wasn't using that game. They eschewed the 8 gyms formula, and they were there are no gym leaders. There's a Kahuna. There are trials of every type, and then there's an Island Kahuna, and I didn't really understand what was happening, and I didn't take the time to figure out what was happening. So and that's entirely on me. I should have at some point.
But they changed the format of the games. They experimented with some other things, and I'll give them props for that. But at the same time, I'm trying to play Pokemon, man. I'm not trying to play whatever this new thing is.
Well, there was
Go ahead. Sorry, I was just going to ask about the Ultra Beast again, because I'm looking at these cards that and I don't understand them. What are they from an alien? Are they Pokemon from an alien planet?
Basically. They're
okay.
So there's oh my god, these tiles are so slow. I forgot about this. There's a corporation that basically it's the evil foundation that you're fighting against in Sun and Moon, and they open up wormholes to another place, and then the Ultra Beasts come out of those wormholes. Carrot should not be the one fighting this Arbok right now, but that's what's happening.
Carrot's fine. Carrot needs to toughen up a little bit.
Carrot needs.
Look at that giant snake.
It's a big boy. That used Poison Sting on this. Oh my god. Maybe Carrot is totally fine.
Carrot's fine.
But yeah, the Aether Foundation, that's what they were called. And they open up wormholes to, I don't remember where, but there's you have the legendary Pokemon. The legend in that game evolves. So it's a Cosmog is what it starts off, and then it evolves into
and then you get Solgaleo and Lunala. I could tell you because I'm looking at TCG Pocket right now. Mm-hmm. Trying to get a sense for these. Let me see if I can. Yeah, Cosmog, and then hold. Okay. Cosmog, Cosmoem.
Or at least that's how I pronounce
it.
Yeah.
No, I mean that makes more sense to me than my janky. Oh, take at this. Portals, alien planet. So they're Pokemon.
Right.
You catch them in Pokeballs, right?
Yes, they're special kinds of Pokeballs, but yes, they're Pokeballs.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's involved.
The Pokemon Company was like, we filled this world up with so many Pokemon, we have to go to space.
Yeah. We have to go to space.
Am I wrong? Is Gen 7 not the most hated generation?
I think that's Gen 8. I think Gen 8 is the most hated generation because of
I thought people really liked Sword and Shield.
People did really like Sword and Shield. Sorry, I was thinking of Scarlet and Violet.
Well, but also, I mean, they kept that Sword and Shield for a while. They kept dropping DLCs for that game, which I think extended its longevity probably well beyond where it should have died.
Yeah, I think Gen 6 is probably the most hated generation, honestly, because it's the most forgettable one. Because it's just there's
that's Black and White too?
No, that's X and Y.
X and Y.
Black and White and Black and White 2 were Gen 5, which is one of my favorite generations, honestly. I love Gen 5.
I've heard people say really good things about Gen 5, and I need to go back and give all of them a chance. I would like I could like emulate them, but I don't know, something about that feels wrong to me. Even though I do it with like the early gen Pokemon games all the time.
I mean, but
I'm
you
like, no,
own
I need
the
to go
gen.
get a 3DS. I need to go get one right now. Because that was still Gen 5 was still because that was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire were Gen 5 games technically or 6?
6.
No, they were 6. Yeah, because they came out
on the 3DS. Gen
I
5
don't
was on the
even remember.
DS. The last
Yeah.
game was on the DS, and then Gen 6 and 7 were the 3DS, and then Gens 8 and 9 are the Switch, and then whatever comes after that is going to be the Switch 2.
Switch 2, baby. Oh, yeah. I mean, all I remember from Gen 6, I remember thinking that Xerneas and Yveltal were really cool, and then there's what is the other one? There's
Zygarde.
Zygarde, yes, XYZ. There you go. Cool, right? I mean, cool Pokemon. All I really understood about them was that they were like born out of chaos, or that they were essentially the cause and the solution for, I don't know, chaos. Am I close?
Nope. They are the gods of life and death.
Life and death.
Yeah. So Xerneas is the god of life. Yveltal is the god of death. Yeah.
You have stag and you have bird.
Bird.
And then Zygarde is
a worm.
Purgatory?
I guess. I don't know. I don't understand what Zygarde. Zygarde is cells. Zygarde is like living things coming into being, basically. Because you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's like what it is. It's very strange. I didn't pay too much attention. I played through. I played through X because I wanted the fairy type. Because it was the new type, and I was like, that's really cool. So I played through X once, and then I was. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do. And then I was like, I'm totally done with this. Like, there's nothing.
Look at Doug Trio's angry little faces. Wow, that's good.
Look at this X attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need to go back and give those gens some love, or at least like a little bit of attention. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should just, I mean, don't emulate, kids. It's not good. Don't break the law.
Well, emulate if you own the game and can then, like sure. Emulating is fine, but if you don't own the game and then you buy a ROM of it, that's bad. Or get a ROM of it, that's
right.
Bad. But it's Gen 5 is actually like I'm replaying through Gen 5 right now. Because I beat the last time that we talked I was playing Pokemon Platinum. And I finished that a very long time ago.
Stop rubbing it in my face. I know I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry, Seropie'sShelf fans everywhere. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I need to be better. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. But it's so I beat that, and then I got Doom the Dark Ages, and then I 100%ed that. And then I beat the whole game, and also beat the whole game twice, and the second time around made sure that I got every single secret and every single upgrade and did everything, and so now I have 100% of the achievements of that on Steam. But definitely didn't contribute to part of the reason why I stopped making videos for like a full month, because I was doing that. No, definitely not.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
I was just saying, it's been a little while since you've uploaded, right?
Yeah.
You finished Frogger.
I finised Frogger, and then I had some like more work trips.
3 weeks ago.
I had lots of. That was 3 weeks ago. Huh?
Did you? You didn't do a game night.
Nope. Didn't do a game night this month.
Okay, I thought so.
Nope.
Someone, I forget who, but somebody was asking me about game night.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, it's fine. I think a couple of people feel bad, but then also when it's time to show up, obviously nobody shows up, so it's like, whatever.
Last time was the most successful that it's been with 4 people. 4 people.
I know. Well, yeah, wait, when we pivoted to game night
At your
my
place,
old
actually.
spot,
Yeah, that was definitely
we
the most
had
successful one.
yeah, it was nice. It was nice that we got everybody there. My roomies were able to get involved. Yeah, we had because we had between you and your wife, and then there was one other couple. There was I think one other solo, my roomies, myself. Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
My wife didn't come to that because she was busy.
Oh, that's right, she wasn't there.
But yeah, it was very successful.
We love game night.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, didn't do one of those this month. It's just been a difficult past month, and so I'm like trying to get back on everything and like trying to
Oh, I'm sorry.
reorganize my
Just
life.
hopefully just busy. Yeah.
Just busy, yeah. I just like haven't had very much time to myself, so I like took a little time, and now I am feeling much better
Good.
about everything. But yeah, I highly encourage to go back to Pokemon. I highly encourage you
At least
trying
Gen 5.
out Gen 5 because it is a
I
complete
just
reboot.
dug out my DS. I just need to find a new charger for it. So hopefully, I would love to. I would like. It's fun to like. You could play things like that on your phone like just as easily. But there's something about holding a DS in your hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and there's like a whole bunch of them being like, look, we're pushing the graphical limits of the Nintendo DS as far as we possibly can. And so there are just some scenes where it's like it's really nicely animated, but it's like man,
In the way that DS cutscenes are animated, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, man, this is from 2011. Like they were clearly building up to the 3DS, and just didn't get there yet. But like it's very funny. Like you could tell.
Because those games dropped relatively shortly before the 3DS, didn't they?
Yes.
Or maybe there was a little bit of a gap.
I think there was a gap of like 3 years.
God, what year was that? That game, wow.
Black and
The
White
3DS
came
came
out
out in 2011. Yeah, the 3DS came out, I believe, the summer of 2014.
Yeah.
Yep, that feels right.
Yeah, it does. That was.
I'm old. That was 11 years ago.
That was 11 years ago.
Sorry. Sorry.
No,
all right, fine. Hey, rounding out, it's for, I don't know, this region is not very big. It feels big because of just like movement
Yes.
in this game, I think, but it's nice that right from here, we can just go right to Victory Road.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice that we are... Oh. I forgot that he moved. And now I have to go back on the slow warp tile. Ah!
Yeah. We don't I mean, is there any prep that you want to do beforehand? Is there anything, or are we just gonna run it with this team that we are definitely still super close to and bonded with, that we remember intimately? Like, what do you think?
I'm good with just running it. I feel like we can...
You just need to get there, right?
Yeah, I feel like we can, within like an hour, we can beat this game fully.
I think so too. I think that's a good goal. Are you gonna? So you're not editing as much anymore. You've been dropping things VOD style. Yeah, I mean we could just run a really long episode here.
I mean, I'm gonna break it up into parts, like as I'm editing it, but it'll basically be that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I truly think we can finish this game, and also just based upon how difficult it's been to get both of us to do anything here, like that's probably the best idea because we have the time.
Well, I know I feel so bad. I've been, obviously my computer hasn't been, like, I moved recently for Seropie'sShelf viewers everywhere.
You've been busy. I don't feel like you've been slacking me off. I feel like you've just been like genuinely doing things in your life.
There's been a lot happening. I have a new special young lady in my life, which I'm very excited about. Obviously she's been getting the vast majority of my attention and time, which I'm thrilled about, ecstatic about.
The way that you put that makes it very confusing as to whether that means that you've adopted a pet you have had a child or you have got a girlfriend.
Don't you worry about it. The answer is yes. No, I have a wonderful new girlfriend who's amazing, who's very special. And in all the ways. Wink wink. No, she's the best. And again, she's been um at the forefront of most of my attention outside of work, and then changes in my work life and work world dynamics shifting there. You know,
Yep.
a move. It's been a lot, but the computer's not set up, and I don't know why. You texted me today. I was at my niece's birthday party earlier, so I didn't see your text until later, or when my phone dinged at another time for your follow up, because you were like, "Will." I'm like, "Yep, it's fine."
Like, please.
Please. I didn't think about it, or until then, but I was like, wait, I could just I have Discord on my phone, and I have a laptop. So that's my bad. I'm sorry, Seropie'sShelf viewers. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You are probably primary among them at this point. What?
I'm out here.
Am I gonna delete anything like this? So hydro pump is what it's trying to teach. Sing,
Yeah.
but sing is only 50% accurate. But like,
yeah, but hydro pump is only what? Is it 90 or 95?
I want to say it's 90.
Or is it set? Yeah, because it doesn't drop to 70 until Gen 3, right? It's only got 5 PP. Hydro pump's a great move. It's a great water type move. It's a good finisher. But at the same time, I feel like Surf is enough. That being said, is Sing worth keeping? Because we have another stall.
My plan was for that to eventually become Perish Song.
Right.
Is Sing better for that kind of strategy? Because I feel like Surf is fine. Like Surf is a good move.
Surf is generally more than enough. If you have a strong water type Pokemon that knows Surf, that's usually all that you need.
So then I'm not going to teach
unless you're
Hydro
going.
Pump.
Yeah, I would probably skip it. Because no Hydro Cannon. I mean, Hydro Pump is fine, but again, you have Surf. It's doing if your water type Pokemon is in there, I think Surf should be enough more often than not.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, there's no real reason.
Get out of here, Giovanni.